can't help that Patience Pants are working off this afternoon. This does indeed appear to be Hosana. Let's see. James Richard showed me something about the bottom of his tail. Can you see the bottom of his tail, Seb? Just where the tail meets. No, you can't see it there. There's like a nuclear sign there where his tail meets his bottom. You can't really see it, but I saw 3 spots on the right-hand side and 3 spots on the left. It looks like Hosana, indeed. Ryan initially thought it was a female leopard, and he's come in maybe 50 to 80 meters further west than where Tigana came out. So it's almost as if he can smell Daddy-O in the air, and he's trying to find him. How marvelous is that? He's looking into the darkness. Bear in mind, folks, we're on infrared. It is impossible to see. And he is looking straight into where we had Impala earlier, by that small pan as you come into Chitwa from Gowrie. We're not far from that junction at all. And he's looking straight in that direction for, we're not quite sure what, but he's listening. He doesn't seem to have spotted anything. That is indeed Hosana. Does everybody agree with me? So he's probably been walking from where we left his tracks this morning. And he's probably been this entire time walking all this way, because he likes to jump between Chitwa and Djuma. If you didn't know it before, this is indeed my favorite leopard. Well, thank you, James Richard, for confirming it. I'm getting much better at my identification. I know last night I found it quite difficult because he was crouched down looking at us. I couldn't get a look at the spot pattern, and the eyes were wild as leopard's eyes can be, and on foot. It doesn't really matter who the leopard is when you're on foot. It's a leopard on foot. And last night was one of the highlights of my year, I think. Definitely highlight of the year. When we found Hosana last night. What was last night? Barbara, you are 100% correct. Hosana is not your average leopard. I think that's why we love him so much. Definitely one of the crowd favourites out there. He definitely gets enough airtime. And Penny, I think by the time Hosana becomes able to challenge for territory, I think Tigana will be well into retirement. I mean, I don't think Hosana's got it in him for at least another year, if less than that maybe. But, I mean, he wouldn't be able to take on the Duke right now. It's still a noticeable size difference. There's a skill difference. I mean, I wonder if Hosana's even been in a proper fight before. So that is what happens when you want to challenge for territory, is you need to have fought a number of times and probably lost a number of times to be able to sort of achieve a victory. Someone's calling me. Standing by. I'm stationary on Chitwa access with Gowrie. Okay, someone was calling me, but it wasn't actually me. Well, it seems like Ralph has found one of Hosana's favourite meals, so let's quickly go over to him before it dashes away. Yes, we are. We have officially confirmed through James Richard and myself the Hosana, the little chief, the little prince, and that look I'm getting so familiar with at the night time with those enormous pupils, his beautiful eyes. You can't really see the colour of them in the darkness, but they're a beautiful brown colour. Tumba's got beautiful blue eyes and enormous ears. And Hosana has made his way. He seems to be popping from dam to dam, from Vuyatela to Chitwa, as if it is a game of ping-pong. And he has moved only a few meters further into Chitwa as we arrived. And he's just listening. There's hardly any air whatsoever. He's listening. His ears are perked. His eyes are alert. You can see there's a little bit of air movement behind him there, but it's not really much to be pushing any animal scent towards him. taller. He does have such intense eyes, but when the light is on, those eyes aren't that intense, but it's because we're looking with infrared, so the pupils are enormous. He's taking in as much light as possible from this very dark evening, and that's why it looks very daunting when you see those enormous pupils. If anyone's seen their house cat come running in from the darkness with those wild-eyed pupils, there's always something quite special to behold. And here we are with the little prince in the almost pitch darkness. There's only a bit of over half a moon in the sky. I'm looking over my shoulder to see him. And no, don't go that way, Hosana. We've only got 2 minutes left. Don't go and spoil the show by walking back to the road. Okay, well, what has he spotted? What is he smelling? Let's see if we can keep up with him. Maybe he's looking for his dad. Okay, well, let's go. He's now going to walk, probably as Tingana has been doing, walking in the road. There he goes. It's not a party without Dad, it appears. So, folks, it's been a marvellous afternoon with not one, but 2 leopards. And from all of us on this side, spending time with leopards and hippos is what we do. And we're going to definitely try and keep the camera on him. Enough of looking at my average face. Let's watch the beautiful cat, Hosana, as he meanders into the distance, following east, the same trail his dad did. It's been a fantastic evening. FC, Luke and Kirsten that side. James on bushwalk with Rexon. Ralph having a marvellous afternoon finding hyena. And us with the leopards. It is always a special afternoon in Djuma and the Sabi Sands. Thank you for your comments, questions, and we will be live tomorrow morning, bright and early. Have a beautiful evening, and we see you.